Hey, what's up guys, it's TechSumer talking to you here, and this is my Apple Watch Ultra review. So, as you know, I've been wearing the Apple Watch Ultra for the past week, and I've made a 48-hour later video, and that video got a lot of traction. So I decided to wait a bit more and then release my full review, because after 1 week I think I have enough information to make a full review. This Apple Watch Ultra is sincerely the best Apple Watch, the best smartwatch ever. In this review I will cover every single aspect that drove me to upgrade to the Apple Watch Ultra and to pay the extra money for it. Even though I'm not an extreme athlete that likes to, run 40 kilometers or even dive to 100 meters of depth, but I did saw my value on the Apple Watch Ultra, and that's why in today's review I will focus on the activities that I do and of course what drove me to upgrade from the Apple Watch Series 4. Yes, a very old Apple Watch, I know. The Series 4 was released in 2018, but even though that Apple Watch was 40 years old, I still thought that it was good. But then I saw the Apple Watch Ultra and my mind was blown and completely changed. So if in today's video you are excited to see me, a regular ass guy, talk about the Apple Watch Ultra and why did it make sense for me to get one, then do not forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with all of my latest videos and my coverage on every Apple product and event. So if you like those types of contents, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. So no further ado, let's get started. As you know, the Apple Watch Ultra released together with the iPhone 14 Pro, and I think it stole the show. The iPhone 14 Pro cannot compete with the innovation that the Apple Watch Ultra came with. This Apple Watch was rumored to be an Apple Watch Pro, but ended up being much more. I think that this is truly the Apple Watch and the Apple product that lives to the name Ultra. This Apple Watch is truly the Ultra smartwatch. This watch is really, really good in everything and every single task that it does. The battery life is insane, the display is insane, the features are insane, and the price point and materials that it's made are insane also. This device packs in so much features and such a punch in terms of materials and premium build that the price kind of seems cheap when you look at it, even though it's the most expensive Apple Watch on the lineup, not counting the Hermes Apple Watch, of course. So how can the most expensive Apple Watch to date, like in terms of not being the premium model, how can that Apple Watch be the best value Apple Watch ever? How can the most expensive Apple Watch on the lineup be the best value smartwatch ever? Well, pretty simple. Because in my opinion, the Apple Watch Ultra packs in way more than double that the Apple Watch 8 could offer. For example, the Apple Watch 8 claims 18 hours of battery life, while the Apple Watch Ultra claims 36. Then, if you go to the display, the Apple Watch Series 8 claims 1000 nits peak brightness, while the Apple Watch Ultra claims 2000. Then, more than that, the Apple Watch Ultra has a 49mm case, while the Apple Watch Series 8, the biggest that it has, is a 45. And of course, the Apple Watch Ultra is made with titanium and sapphire. If you want to get those types of materials and those types of durabilities on the Apple Watch Series 8, you will have to pay for the stainless steel model, and that model costs around $700. Then, if you want the cellular version, you'll have to buy it on the side. So it's even more on the side, while the Apple Watch Ultra gets all of that. So if you get together all of those features in one same device, it's around $50 less than the Apple Watch Ultra on the Apple Watch Series 8. And that's why the Apple Watch Ultra is a better value. But then you ask yourself, what about the Apple Watch SE? Well, the Apple Watch SE just doesn't have enough features and won't last you enough time to justify the cheap price tag of $250 or $229, I don't know. But I do think that Apple Watch has a side on the market for people that want the cheapest Apple Watch possible, but I don't think it's the better value. Because if you want a little bit more features than that, I advise you to wait, save your money and buy an Apple Watch Ultra. This device is so cool, so ultra. Like, the only downside of this device is its size, and that's it. I don't think the weight is something to worry about. This Apple Watch is extremely light. Even when compared to the stainless steel, is extremely light. The only thing that you cannot compare with is the Ultra with the aluminum, because the Ultra is heavier, but because it's bigger. And if you compare the proportions of this watch with the weight, then it's lighter than the Apple Watch Series 8 aluminum. So yes, in terms of design, this Apple Watch feels very premium, has a sapphire screen, and it has the titanium casing. These two just pack a punch in terms of durability. I've knocked this Apple Watch on doors, wooden doors, on cement walls, on my gym, everywhere. Like, I've knocked off this Apple Watch so many times. I went on bike ridings, rocks, dirt, and every time that I hit this watch, I was scared to break it and to scratch it, because my older Apple Watch did that on the first week. And every time that I looked at this Apple Watch and just passed the finger through the dirt, it completely disappeared and the Apple Watch looked brand new. While if I was to go and check the cement wall or the wooden door, I would find some scratches that weren't permanent. So I think I broke the door, I think I broke the wall, but I didn't break the watch, for sure. So yes, this watch is very, very tough. A ton of reviewers and some people have tried to break it with a hammer and even broke the table before they broke the watch. So this is just ridiculous durable. So the Apple Watch Ultra, for its price, which is around $800, comes with everything. You don't have to pay extra for anything. This comes with amazing titanium watch bands. These watch bands, if you don't know, they have titanium here. This is made of titanium. The Apple Watch charger comes with titanium, the same way that the Apple Watch charger from the stainless steel Apple Watch comes with stainless steel. I think it's downwards the puck. The Apple Watch Ultra comes with titanium. So I think that in terms of premium design and durability, this Apple Watch is worth it. Even not talking about anything more, if it didn't have anything more, this Apple Watch would be worth it. But the thing is that this bigger 49mm case comes with advantages, not just the durability and the bigger screen, but battery life. The battery life here is the best feature on the Apple Watch Ultra, in my opinion, ever. Like, it's the best feature ever. The Apple Watch Ultra features a 36-hour battery life, according to Apple. But according to my experience, I can use it for 2 full days and 2 full nights without charging it and doing around 3 hours of a workout every single day. So as you can see, my Apple Watch lasts more than double than the older Apple Watch that I had. So it's way more than a win. I've seen people that turned off always on display, and for contexture, this Apple Watch has the always on display, always on, and of course it has every single feature in terms of VO2 max, in terms of, I don't know, the heart rate, and in terms of the blood oxygen. They are all always turned on, like checking every single hour or every single half an hour. This does not have the low power mode enabled and lasts me 2 full nights, 2 full days. While I've seen people lasting those Apple Watches Ultras around 4 days to 1 week if they turn off all of those features, but I don't want it. I just want to use the Apple Watch to the fullest and get every single penny that I paid for this watch. So still 2 days and 2 nights, it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's just great. I love to now finally sleep track with my Apple Watch. Before it wasn't possible, although I did really want it. This Apple Watch Ultra enables it, and so it's a big upgrade for me. Do not forget that I came from a Series 4, so things like the always on display, way newer and bigger battery, and of course a brighter and better display is just a huge bonus. Let's talk about the display now, because I think that the display, it's another thing that I wasn't expecting to be as good, and it's really good. The 2000 nit brightness, it doesn't seem as much, but it's really bright. If I turn on my flashlight here, look at it, like, it's really bright. I have a studio light beaming against this light, and you can still see this light pretty well. It's very bright, like 2000 nits bright. I think it's a kind of superpower to have this bright of a display and this bright of a torch right of your reach. So sometimes you need right away a big light and you need to illuminate something. Then you click this button, turn on the lantern, and then you can illuminate everything. It's just ridiculous how good this watches and the features that came with this watch are so insane. Of course, another thing that is very important to remember with this display is the fact that it now supports the keyboard to write text. Like, this feature came with the Series 4 and its bigger display, the 45mm case, but now it's available also on the Ultra, and that's something that I value so much now. I can answer so many texts on my Apple Watch, and now with the feature of cellular that I finally have, I can say to you that I really don't need my iPhone for 80% of the things that I do. Answering texts, sending messages, calling people, checking my emails. I can do every single thing on my watch. The only thing that I can do, and I probably won't be able to in the future, is checking social media, recording videos, and of course, the biggest and most important thing, taking photos. So yes, the Apple Watch Ultra can replace my iPhone in many tasks, and now with amazing battery life, it's even better than my iPhone 13 Pro Max, so it's just ridiculous. But the one thing that I have to point out to this display, and I think I would be better in the future, and I think they will upgrade it in the future for the Apple Watch Ultra lineup, It's the bezels. They are a little bit bigger than the Apple Watch Series 7. I can try to show you here, and even the Apple Watch Series 8, of course. If I turn on the flashlight again, you will be able to see that if I put it right away against the camera, it's very bright, I know, but you can see the bezel size here, and I will put the shot of the Apple Watch Series 8 here from the display. You can try to see that the bezels are different. This display has a very flat display. It's completely flat, while the Apple Watch Series 8 has a curved off display that the bezels fall into the side, so it feels that it has less bezels than this one, and it truly has. So that's the only downside that I see for this display. More than that, I love the design, I love the bright display, and I love all the features that come with it. The battery life, the 2000 nits peak brightness, and everything that comes with it. One thing that is also a cool feature is the action button. The action button has come in handy in the last few weeks. I gotta say that this Apple Watch, when I'm starting to work out, just click on this button. When I want my flashlight, just click on this button. When I want to access some quick action, I just tap on this button. And it works well. Sometimes when I'm using my gloves, when I'm biking and doing some extreme mountain biking and I have to wear gloves for that, this is very useful because I don't want to be touching my screen with my gloves. It's not that useful. Then if I touch the action button, it's the perfect method of interaction. Also, one thing that I forgot to mention on the design category of this video, this Apple Watch now has a rugged crown, and the side button too, so it's easier now and it's bigger to use it with gloves. If I use it here, you can see it's easier if I wear gloves, and if I was wearing gloves it would be easier just because of this bigger size. One thing that is also cool on this display now is the fact that you can, during the night of course or some dark place, you can push it up and turn into night mode and the screen turns off. All of the light and all of the complications and numbers and text turn bright red, so you can see it during the night without harming your eyes if it's very, very dark and the display is too bright for you, even on the minimum brightness setting. So yes, this Apple Watch Ultra packs tons of features that the normal Apple Watch Series 8 doesn't, and it's very, very good. This Apple Watch still features the ECG, so you can take it at your cardiograms on your watch. This Apple Watch also features the blood oxygen sensor from the older Apple Watches from the Series 6 and onwards, and finally features the new temperature sensor from the Apple Watch Series 8. It's not that useful, it only tracks the temperature differences during your sleep and during the day. It's not useful information. Only for women that want to track their periods, it's useful. I don't see that kind of usability for me and for every other man on the planet. Although this Apple Watch Ultra features way more features than that, and I don't think that's something you should focus on. Finally, and to end this review, I've been using this Apple Watch for tons of activities, and one of them has been weight training. This Apple Watch, some people, if you do weight train, you know that it's kind of uncomfortable to have some Apple Watch that is heavy on your wrist, because it will create a counterweight while you are lifting weights. You will notice a little bit of the weight of the watch on your wrist, and you will be feeling kind of strange because you will be pushing a lot of weight up and pressing up, and then when you are doing that or even pulling, you will feel the extra weight and it's kind of weird, and you will create kind of some deficiency on your movement. So always, when I was using the Apple Watch Series 4, I would always want the aluminum version because I wanted to lift weights, and the stainless steel is very heavy on your wrist. Well, for the first time that I picked up the Apple Watch Ultra, I was surprised how light it was. And then while I was training with weights, I did not notice it on my wrist at all. And every time that I use it, I forget that I have it, which was something that I loved about the Apple Watch Series 4 aluminum, and that I love with the aluminum watches. And that's something that I don't like when I wear the stainless steel Apple Watch Series 6 that my dad has. And sometimes I use that watch, it's very heavy. Even him doesn't like that watch. He will sell it and try to buy the Apple Watch Ultra. All of this to say that I use it to bike ride, do not notice the weight on my wrist, and it's very resistant to the dirt and rocks that it hits it. I use it to lift weights a lot of time, and I do not notice the extra weight on my wrist. I think it looks good on the gym too. And finally, does it look cool with normal clothes? A suit, tracking suits, polos, t-shirts, does it look cool on those types of clothes? Normal clothes. And the best sensor for you is, I have a Tommy t-shirt here, as you can see, I have the watch, looks good every single day. I wear it with shirts, I wear it with every single type of costume that you can think of, without a suit, of course. I've not been wearing suits regularly, but I will on next month, so I will tell you the experience. But all I think I can say that, do not worry about that. This Apple Watch looks very nice on the wrist. I've been stopped by a lot of people in my life saying, whoa, that Apple Watch is cool. Which watch is that? And I tell them about the Apple Watch Ultra, the prices, the features, and they're like, wow, it's a cool watch. It's an expensive one, but I will take a look on it. So as you can see, these looks, although it's a rugged Apple Watch, is not that much polarizing because everyone that sees it likes it. But of course, it's a very subjective matter, the looks. So I will stick to the facts. This Apple Watch has double the battery life, has double the brightness of the display, bigger and better casings, better protection, durability, better long-lasting battery life because the degradation will hit it later, and of course, in my opinion, has the better looks and the better bracelets. So I think that, is it worth it double the money? Yes, it is. The Apple Watch Ultra is definitely worth double the price of the Apple Watch Series 8 and even triple the price of the Apple Watch SE. In my opinion, like I told you in the several videos, the Apple Watch Ultra is the best value Apple Watch ever. Wait, screw that. The Apple Watch Ultra is really the Ultra Apple Watch. And of course, it's the only Apple product where the Ultra means something. So if you do enjoy the Apple Watch Ultra, do not forget to leave that on the comments down below. While you're there, do not forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I do think that the Apple Watch Ultra will sell like hotcakes and Apple will have a very successful product line in their hands. If you're excited for the Apple Watch Ultra, do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any more videos of the Apple Watch Ultra on my channel. That's been it. This has been Techsmart talking to you here. Bye.